Hello, and if you're new, what up? So you guys, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, this is the first video that you are watching from me in the new year. I want to go ahead and say Happy New Year. I hope you had an amazing holiday season. I hope you are stepping into this new year rested, refreshed, ready to take on the whole 360, what a day is. 359 days that we have left of the year. But yeah, I hope you guys had an amazing time. Whatever it is that you did, however you spent it, I hope it was amazing. I'm back and I'm ready to film so many videos for you guys. So many videos. I'm going to try and batch film a little bit so that I can have content for when it's time for me to move, because I don't know, it's probably going to be maybe 3 weeks to a month where I'm not going to be able to film, obviously, because I'm going to be getting settled in, unpacking my house, doing everything. I'm probably not going to be filming during that time. So yeah, you guys are going to be seeing videos with me looking the same, which I already get those type of videos now. I batch film now as it is, but you guys are going to be getting a lot more videos with me looking the same. I know y'all don't mind. But yeah, let's get into these combos. So this is going to be my December perfume tray combo video. You guys know I like to talk about the combos that I wore with perfumes that were on my perfume tray for the month. Combos that I've never mentioned before, new combos that I have to give you guys inspiration and just share my thoughts on them with you guys. The way that I use some of these perfumes and how I use them to really enjoy them sometimes comes from layering. So I just want to make sure that I share that with you guys as well. And again, it's just to give y'all some inspiration so that y'all get in y'all collection and start playing around. So let's just jump right into it so the video doesn't have to be too long. So the first thing that I want to talk about is my Bright Christmas Morning body cream. So this one is Ripe Red Berries, Blood Orange, Crisp Apple. This is a really fruity, citrusy drink type of scent. Like, it honestly smells like some type of alcoholic fruity drink that you only have during like the holiday season. I swear, something about this really gives me like holiday drink vibes. So I couldn't wait to bust into this scent. It smells really, really good to me, but y'all know I'm into those like alcoholic drink type scents. But I mixed that with my Dior Poison Girl EDT. I really enjoy this scent. As you guys can see, it has a big dent in it. And this is more of your citrusy, rose, caramel, tonka bean, vanilla type of scent. The dry down of this is so super sweet. So I feel like the nice citrus, like the bitter orange and everything that's in the top notes of this obviously goes really, really well with the blood orange and the apple kind of citrusy brightness of this fragrance. But when you get to that dry down, that super sweet dry down, it adds like a little bit more depth to this body cream. So I love these two together. If you have the fragrance mist, obviously use the fragrance mist as well. But even just using the body cream, because this is kind of strong, just using the body cream and then going in over the top with the Dior Poison Girl, it smells amazing. And even if you don't have the EDT version of this perfume, I'm pretty sure the EDP will do just fine since they are similar. They're like very, very similar. I think the EDP is just a little bit heavier while this one is lighter and a little bit airier. But together, this was an ultimate bomb combination, and I already like Dior Poison Girl, so I didn't have to mix that with anything to wear it, but it was perfection mixed with Bright Christmas Morning. So really enjoyed that combination. The next combination that I enjoyed a lot, I pulled in Vanilla Bean Noel. So this is one that I'm trying to get rid of because Vanilla Bean Noel over the years, we all know, has gone downhill. This one, it doesn't smell, I don't know, it doesn't smell like how it used to. Now in this one, this is from 2021. I feel like this version smelled very heavy of the musk, and then you got the caramel. Whereas previous versions of Vanilla Bean Noel quite literally smelled like sugar cookies and caramel. It was very gourmand and heavily sweet, whereas now I feel like it's so much muskier. I do have the version from 2022, and that one does have a little bit more caramel in it, so it airs more on the caramel side, but it still has that musk note that's not doing it. It's not doing it. It's not old school Vanilla Bean Noel, so yeah. Anywho, I mixed this one with Be Seduced Girl by John B. And basically, this is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl dupe. They have the exact same scent notes. It's pretty much a clone of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. So if you have Good Girl, go ahead and pair it with Vanilla Bean Noel. This is already a pretty sweet fragrance. It has like all of those sweet notes in the dry down. It has that praline. It has the coffee, amber, vanilla, It's still a perfumey dry down though, because it also has like patchouli and sandalwood. But this is just a sweet perfume. Like it really does err on the side of sweetness. But mixing it in with Vanilla Bean Noel just really adds a little bit more sweetness to it. I feel like these two pair together really well because they don't detract from each other. So this one just adds like a little bit more sweetness to this. This one adds a little bit more perfuminess to this. And it's a pretty combination. Like it's one that I could wear every single day because I wouldn't get tired of this. I could wear it during the day, date night, to work, whatever the case may be. So yeah, I really did enjoy that combination while Be Seduced Girl was on my perfume tray. Okay, the next one is one that I mentioned in a video and I was like, I haven't tried it yet, but I wanted to. And so I ended up trying it and I was like, okay, it's perfection. Like I literally knew that it would be, but I was using blush Cardigan. So this one is super, super, super good. Like this is amazing. Okay. And then I said that I wanted to mix it with my Flower Le Elixir by Kenzo. Y'all, why do these smell so damn similar? Like, I was really thinking like, hold on, this is low-key a dupe. This is low-key a dupe for Kenzo Flower Le Elixir. They have that same powdery essence. And I believe that's the Sugar Dip Violet in Blush Cardigan that's giving it like that powderiness. The only thing that Blush Cardigan is missing is more of that like sweet gourmand that Flower Le Elixir has. So it doesn't have like the praline and the vanilla, but everything else, I feel like these two, like this is pretty much a dupe for Flower Le Elixir. And it took me until wearing it to realize that. I'm like, oh my God, they smell so damn similar. Not even just in the way of like pairing them together, but just, you know, if you wanted Flower Le Elixir, because y'all know this has been discontinued and it's gone, but Blush Cardigan really does smell like a dupe for Flower Le Elixir, okay? Y'all heard it here first. I would say that Blush Cardigan is more candy-like, more sweet, but listen, close enough. Close a freaking enough, okay? So if you've ever wanted to try Flower Le Elixir, but you couldn't get your hands on it, you wanted to know what it smelled like, Blush Cardigan, very, very, very similar, very similar. That was actually a pretty amazing discovery. Like, blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. Okay, so the next combination that I did was using a perfume that I do not like. Y'all know I do not like this one. And I'm trying to like, come on, what can we do? What can we do to like this one? It's not a bad scent. It's just that I don't like unisex fragrances and I feel like it leans a little bit too much on the cognac and the cinnamon. Like I wish we could tone that down. But I took my Sugar Cherry Crisp body cream and I think this is the only thing that I have in this scent now. I may have a shower gel, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. But Sugar Cherry Crisp, this is Bright Cherry Delight, crumbled graham cracker, and spun vanilla sugar. It quite literally smells like some type of sugary cherry pie. Like the filling of a pie, that's what it smells like. I don't get a ton of like the graham cracker note in this one, but I definitely get like the filling, like the cherry compote of a pie, okay? And then I was mixing that, of course, with Angel's Killian Share because I do not like the cognac and the cinnamon. It's too heavy in this fragrance for me. I feel like it would be so much better if that was toned down. And, you know, maybe depending on your nose and your body chemistry and everything, you might not get so much of that. You might get something else. But somebody told me to, you know, layer it with Sugar Cherry Crisp and go from there. And I was like, okay, I like it a lot more with Sugar Cherry Crisp. This adds more sweetness to this because I do feel like this is already like syrupy, thick, heavy. But this adds a nice amount of fruity sweetness that I feel like this needs because it's so heavy on the syrupiness. It's so heavy on the cinnamon and the spice and the cognac. I feel like a nice fruity addition does help this out a lot. So this was actually a really nice combination to the point where I'm almost done with this body cream. It's probably like a third of the way. So yeah, this was a really nice combination to get me to wear Angel's Share a little bit more. Hopefully I can get some more use out of that perfume before the winter is completely over because this is probably the only time that I would wear that fragrance. Okay, so we have one more fragrance and then we have an honorable mention. So the next one is Iced Sugar Plum. So I really wanted to wear this fragrance because I hadn't wore it to really get my thoughts together on it. It's a very unique fragrance and, you know, it was kind of different. This one is Sparkling Sugar Plum, Snowdrop Petals, Whipped Marshmallow. Everybody thought this was going to be a super fruity, like plum fruit type of scent, but it's not. It's more I don't know, it has more of like this gourmand essence to it. Like to me, the dry down smells like berry waffle cone. Like it's definitely giving some type of gourmand waffle cone note while still having like that sugar plum in there. And the sugar plum kind of smells a little bit soapy to me. It kind of gives me this soapy essence. And so I was like, okay, I feel like this would go really, really nicely with Britney Spears' Midnight Fantasy, because this also has like that soapy plum, sour cherry type of note to it. So these played together extremely, extremely well. And then because this has that like berry waffle cone dry down, which I do enjoy that, I feel like it made Midnight Fantasy a lot better, because this one is a little bit too soapy, a little bit too irisy for me. I think it has iris in it, but it's a little bit, or is it violet? It's one of those, but it's something a little bit too soapy and too fresh and clean shampoo-y in this for me. So I feel like the gourmandness adds a little bit of something extra to the Midnight Fantasy. And I actually ended up putting this perfume on my tray like later on in the month, because I was like, I really don't get a lot of use out of this fragrance, and I feel like the only time that I would wear it would be during the fall and winter. This definitely does not scream spring and summer to me, even though it has that soapy quality to it. It just does not give me spring and summer. So I went ahead and added it to my tray just to play around with it. Okay, and then an honorable mention, I wanted to talk about this perfume because I just got this perfume in and I wanted to use it and I wanted to experiment with it because I really liked it off first impression. Like I really, really liked it, and I felt like I had the perfect scent to go with it. So y'all know Sparkling Creme has been my girl. I have been obsessed with this, and I've already given a layering combination for this one. I said to pair it with Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday. So those pair together are perfect. Like those are perfect together, and I feel like it would take you all the way to spring, summer. I got my backup of this baby on the way because I could not be without this scent. It smells so good. This is my scent of the day. It smells so damn good, but it smells even better with this new perfume that I got. And this is Paris Hilton Luxe Rush. So I'm not going to talk too much about this perfume because y'all know I will be doing a perfume wrap up video talking about new fragrances that I have in my collection. But y'all, she's pretty. She is sexy. She is deep. She is patchouli heavy. So, you know, if you don't like patchouli, you won't like this. But this has this like milk mousse note in the dry down, and it's not a super creamy fragrance in my opinion. I don't feel like this is like a heavily creamy, you can smell the sweet milky creamy milk mousse in this fragrance. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that, but you can detect that slight creamy feel, and I feel like it pairs so well with the glistening coconut and soft marshmallow in this fragrance. And just overall together, they are so pretty together because this one starts out really bright with peony. It has bergamot. In the mid notes, it has tuberose, it has frangipani. So it's like a kind of freshy white floral fragrance. And then in the dry down, it has that milk mousse and that patchouli. So I feel like together, they just really make a pretty, really nice combination. Like this is something that I would actually wear for date night. And Sparkling Creme did not give me, you know, sexy date night vibes when I first started using this fragrance. But now pairing it with this bad boy right here, it's giving sexy date night vibes. Okay, those are the vibes. But I really wanted to mention that combination to you guys because I love it. I love it. And like I said, that's my scent of the day. And I feel like it definitely goes with the whole aesthetic for sure. But so you guys, those are all of the new fragrance combinations that I did with some of the perfumes that were on my perfume tray. I do have to get up my January perfume tray, so definitely stay tuned to see what I'm going to be using for the rest of January until I pack all of my fragrances up. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you enjoyed it. If you're new, you should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.